In this video, I'm going to show you how I average $100 a day trading Solana meme coins. This is not clickbait, and I will show you this in just a minute for proof. I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. I'm going to show you the trading strats that I use that have been very foolproof for me recently. And of course, towards the end of the video, I'm going to leave some major alpha on all of this, so you definitely want to stay dialed for the whole video. With all that being said, let's take a look at how I do it. So this is one of the wallets that I do the most trades on. I trade on here pretty much every single day. As you can see, recent activity just all last night. And it's a 50% win rate, which in memes, when you do win, it farly outweighs your losses. And you can see in the last 7 days, I'm up $792. So that's right, I clickbaited you. I average more than 100 a day. I average about 110, 120 a day. And while it looks like I put a lot of capital to do that, because you can see it's only 26% gain, I'm going to show you exactly how that looks in just a few minutes to kind of walk you through that. The total P&L in this wallet is around 2.2K, which I revived that from the negative after I really figured out my flow. So really excited about that. But yeah, so this is the wallet that I'm talking about. Obviously it's easy to find, but I'm not really here to, talk about this wallet. I'm here to kind of show you the exact plays. So let's just take a look. So a lot of times people say once you see it on social media, you're late. That's not the case at all. And I actually made a couple sold this weekend off of things that I saw on Twitter. I saw Easy post last night that the founder of MetaMask released 2 tokens. And of course I did quick work and quick research on it to see if that's true. I ended up finding his Warpcaster page and finding the links to the 2 tokens. So I bought one of the tokens on Base and one of the ones on Solana. The one on Solana was actually a really crazy trade because I did get in at a bad time. My first buy was around like 8 million or something like that. I think it was a little bit less, but it was falling down. So you can see I bought right here, half a sol worth, and then I bought right here to get my average down, and then I bought again. So this was half a sol, half a sol, half a sol. Now these two were pretty high. This one again was touching 9 mil. This one was touching 7, but this one was right after the dev sold. Yes, the MetaMask dev. I don't even know, or that this video is not about that, but it's pretty crazy. He sold 17,000. It shows you on BullX. By the way, if you're not using BullX, you're behind. It's the best trading software out there. It's also a partner of mine. Definitely check them out on the description of this video. But dev sold 17K. I actually ate that dip and I got a low buy. I sold, to kind of de-risk, sold again at like 8 mil. I ended up leaving this play. It's behind me at $200 profit. And that was probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It was kind of stressful because of the whole selling thing. And then I had the one on Base as well, but I kind of de-risked on that. And I think it's like pretty much break even, but this is the Solana one. And again, most of the things we mentioned in this channel are dead since then. But this was literally just found it on Twitter, did quick research, found the right ticker, DCA'd correctly, which is a big part of the strategy I've been doing, is just confidently DCAing things that I know are going to possibly rip. Now, if you DCA things, you could possibly catch a falling knife, which means like the price never recovers. That's why I do it only on plays that I'm very confident in. And this is one of those plays I was very confident in. I actually ended up selling my entire rest of my bag at 8 mil, which seems to be good considering it's at like 2 mil right now at the time of making this video. I want to thank Ajuna Network for doing a longer form partnership with me. And I don't know if you watched, but I made an entire video dedicated to forging a legendary ball. You can actually use the legendary balls to enter tournaments now. These tournaments have prizes you can get immediately through USDT, with first through third place getting 200 USDT each, fourth through ninth place getting 100 USDT each, and a golden duck, which is worth 100 USDT. The next tournament is coming up on December 6th, and there will be 2 more tournaments in December. Be sure to use my code if you're interested in participating. A couple of other plays I did in the last week where there was a viral, actually I want to talk about this one first. This one was Odin, or Justice for Odin. This one actually got shilled to me in a Twitter DM. Somebody I know was like, "Yo, this just happened," and it's basically this dog. Somebody mistook this dog for a coyote. A police officer did, and so I'm not gonna talk about exactly what happened in that story. I'm not too sure if this token was to like raise awareness or funds. Usually these aren't really making fun of what happened. They're usually to like help the owner or help whoever. I'm a little unsure on that, but I definitely bought before it hit the news. And I knew that it was gonna hit the news the next day because I bought so early. So I waited the next day. We can actually go to this 30-second chart and go find exactly where. But I bought this thing like ridiculously early. I did the same thing that I just told you I did with the last one where I DCA'd. So I bought, what was high right here, and then I sold twice. This one wasn't too crazy. I made $126 on this. Sold the next day, and it actually ran like crazy after I bought it. A couple of other ones. I'm not gonna go through every one, but Rizzo, this is actually, I only sold half my position, so I'm currently $75 in profit. I actually bought this when Snowball, which was tweeted by an intern for Twitter, not an intern, he's like a, I don't know, he's some big job in Twitter. I bought this when he posted his hedgehog, and this is actually Elon's hedgehog. So I bought this, you can see my average line at 10 mil, like a while ago it seems like, but it was only last week. I don't know why the buy is not showing. But anyways, I bought this, I literally just randomly looked and saw it was a 2x, so I sold half the bag. I'm letting the rest ride free because this hedgehog's cute. It's Elon's, like, I guess one of his symbols for Tesla. It makes sense to me that this thing could run in the future, but I really don't know. But those are just some examples of plays that I get in and get out of. Some of them are longer term, some of them are shorter term. It really just depends. Which, by the way, I put a lot of these plays in my Telegram. That's free. You can also find that in the description. Here's a hedgehog one, which didn't end up doing the best, but the beta play did because I posted that the same night as Odin, which ripped. I posted one just yesterday that I actually haven't even mentioned in this video. This was an AI radio broadcast that posted viral clips like every 15 minutes. I found that from Ash Robbins' tweet on Twitter. I got in, got out on that on a different bot, and I did pretty well on that. I made a couple soul. It was called Radio. Unsure what it's at now, but I found that pretty early on a good dip. It went from 3.5 mil all the way up to like 13 mil for Telegram. And then last night I was talking about the trades as far as what I just showed you with the founder of MetaMask. So the most important part about all of this is finding well, honestly, like, you can get a lot of the information from just being on Twitter, watching these YouTube videos. You'd be surprised how many like 10x's have been called on this channel or have been looked at on this channel. Obviously none of this is financial advice. My thing is to just present information in front of you. I recommend getting a group, whether that's a group of friends, like a couple of your buddies that are like looking for these new tokens. I recommend getting into a free group. NRN is my most consistent group that I'm a part of. I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to show anything, but you can get roles that are just general to where you can kind of see what people are talking about. You can later get roles that are available to meme coin channels, which is a lot of these tokens right when they launch, just discussing them. There's a lot of tools in there that are free. Again, free group. Other groups would be like Kanto, Potion, Shocked. I've been trying a lot of those groups. I have a whole series on some of those groups. If you want to check those series out to just kind of see how they work for me, I still use those as well. If you want to solo it, there's a lot of different ways to do this. Wallet tracking is a very important one. There will actually be more advanced wallet tracking on the newest version of BullX, or just watching this Pump Vision page. I mean, you'll see that every few seconds, you know, tokens are popping up. I have my filter over 8K market cap. That way it kind of waits until they actually get some volume. If I see like duplicates or triples of a token like this Timmy one, I like to usually like click and see what's up. So let's see, Timmy Einstein's dog. Let's see what this links to. This is a New York Post. It's probably old, no idea. I don't really feel like digging into this right now, but that's kind of what I would do, like just a quick like glance to see if it's like worth doing anything. I would be checking in some of those groups I just mentioned. I have like 3 monitors with 4 or 5 of these groups popped up at all times just to re-verify, see what people are looking at. Some of those have wallet tracking in it, so I'll be watching the wallet tracking. And most importantly, a lot of times I just sit on my hands and wait for an obvious play instead of just burning Solana on these low market cap ones that I'm kind of unsure about. I want to highlight Clemente's post right here. That was actually what he got from Easy, but basically preserving capital, how important it is, and how to avoid scams. So you want to look for reused websites or Twitter accounts. There's actually tools in these discords that check for that. There's also other tools outside of those that are free. Recycle derivative tickers, that is literally as simple as like, if you see, let me see if I can spot one right now that might be reused. If I see, like, so the smog one right here is reused just because I'm here all the time, so I know. I type in smog and you can see 10 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 9 months ago, whatever. Like, so this is reused. So that one's kind of easy to point out. Bundled supply, you can check bundle on bubble maps as well. Let's actually look at one of these new ones real quick. So let's look at Mother of Thanksgiving. And so yeah, this is going to be, look at this one straight line candle. You can check bubble maps to kind of see if the same wallet distributed it to other wallets, but there's also more advanced tools again in some of these discords where you can just literally do a bundle check, because this doesn't tell the whole story. That's just kind of what you're trying to do it on your own. Dev bought 0.5, somebody else bought 4, so yeah, this is gonna get nuked immediately right out the gate. And I think that's pretty much all he says on it. Don't FOMO into a pump. Stop losses, I would say stop losses in high risk meme coins not as much. Take profits religiously, I definitely agree with that. Wild, it has been almost a week since my previous video. Shout out to all of you. I leave a keyword at the end of every video. Last video was Tate. We had Nathan get Tater taught. Got Martin very intelligently said you continuously dictate, so he definitely watched it. Got Simone Biles saying Tate. We got Trevor Kama saying Tate. We got you know, a couple nice people. Then at the end, yeah, just a bunch of people saying Tate. Oso Gamers, Cohen XCam, Kiwi Baby, and you. Appreciate all of you guys for making it to the end of this video. Obviously, those that actually make it to the end, like, it's, you guys are the most dialed in my opinion. It's absolutely crazy. So I think the biggest news out of this video was probably the MetaMask founder launching 2 tokens. I don't recommend those tokens, but if you made it to the end of this video, the word is MetaMask.